right, so I want to do that 3 times on each side. I want to get away from this stuff just so that he can have plenty of movement to walk around if he wants to move. We'll go back around down there. All right, somewhere over here. So again, I got to start with the head and neck bent to the side and holding still. So I got to wait. So the fact that he can't do this is partially why he's having problems with the other layers, right? So this is something you want to build into your horse. You want to get this head and neck bent to the side working really well. Then start adding the movements in. So we're kind of pumping a lot of info at old Scout here. All right, we're going to try paddling our feet side to side. There's our movement. I'm going to add front to back, and I just want to let old Scout really feel what might happen up here in the saddle. And there's his feet holding still. Release the pressure. He licks and chews. Good boy. Just going to walk off here. Get him bent around again. He's getting softer and softer here on holding his head and neck to the side. I mean, he was stiff, like you couldn't bend him to the side. It was taking a little bit of muscle to ask his head over here to get him to do this, and now he's getting much softer about it. Okay, 3rd time. Paddle, little trigger already. Side to side, front to back. I just all over the place. What do you say there, Scout? Let's try the hat again. Oh boy. There's the little hat trigger. I'll just let him trigger off of it a time or two. Wait for those feet. So right here's the trigger, is right here on the ear and above that eye. So let's just defuse that trigger. There his feet stop. Now I'm just going to wait for his head to stop. Something like that. Good boy. Good boy. Don't let him lick and chew. So a lot of these problems show up everywhere for Scout, right? He doesn't know when to hold still. He doesn't know when to go. He feels like every stimulus, he should move his feet. And he's not trying to move his feet to be a good boy and help me do the job that we're trying to do. He's moving his feet because he's tense, anxious, worried, stressed. That's why he's moving his feet. So going through these processes and letting his stress turn into work. So you see how we've got him in a compromised body position. So for his feet to move, it's work. It's not easy. It's easy to, to jog off or to trot or run off in a straight line. That's much easier than doing this. So we're just turning that worry into work and letting him work through his worry to the point that he says, I'm done worrying. I'm going to stop working. And then that's what we release on. We want to release on the behavior that we want to reward. So I want to reward the behavior of, hey, I'm not worried and I want to stop working. Yes, I want to reward that. Absolutely. Because that would be a great decision for him to have in his mind every time he gets tense or worried, for him to go, that's just going to turn to work. I'm not going to do it. Let me just shut this down. Okay, one more time. We got to do 3 times over here on his right side. Let's walk off again. Seems a little harder for him when he's walking to find out how to stop, so we'll set him up, let him work. So right, he's worried about being bent to the side. When he's done worrying, his feet will stop moving. So it feels like he's done worrying about right there. All right, so we're going to start paddling the feet. Oh, there's just enough worry in there, he's going to move. So we'll set this up a time or two. I'm just going to keep my feet wiggling around till he decides that this worry isn't worth the work that he's putting out to solve the problem. And so his mind, out of self-preservation, is going to say, hey, this isn't working, let's stop and relax. Good job, just like that. All right, let's try that again. Bend to the side. Start with a little paddle. Nothing's moving. Side to side, front to back. Touch that hip. There goes the worry. Let's wait for him to turn it into work, and then he'll be done. Feels like right there. Nope, almost. Right there, good boy. Good boy. All right, we got a second time on this side. Reach down, get a short rein, and then I'm asking him around to me. What I'm not doing is pulling straight back into here to compound this energy. I'm taking it around and bending, so his head and neck has to come around and bend, not straight back. All right, there's his feet holding still. Let's try our paddle, side to side, front to back. There goes the feet. Let's add the hat in while we're moving. See what he does about that. I just want to be all over the place and let him turn this into some work. There, his feet stopped. I'm just going to make him earn it. He's got it. Let's get this head thing softened up. Good boy. And we're done for the second time. All right, gonna set him up again for this third time. All right, feet are still, paddle, side to side, front to back. There goes the feet. Boy, I'm gonna touch on his hip back there. He's firing a little bit. So let's touch back there, touch back there, touch back there. How about back there? More. And he's holding still. Nicely done. Okay. Ooh, just hold up right here. Ooh. See, he doesn't know how to not go either on just walking forward. We got lots to teach old Scout. But hey, I think he was a phenomenal example of everything that means don't go, because old Scout was pretty dang sure a lot of that meant go. Not only did it mean go, parts of it, my hat, right? That sight stimulus, he interpreted that as full-on attack. We should just fly and just get out of here at all cost. Buck, bolt, bite, whatever. You know, he was in a panic mode. And when they get that way, that's not Scout like consciously thinking and going, you know what, you big jerk up there doing all this stuff to me, screw you, I'm going to buck you off. His brain can't think like that. They can't logically evaluate and think those things. All that's going on in Scout's mind was, wow, I'm feeling some pressure. I'm starting to feel stressed and worried. And when he gets to a point of enough stress and worry, and each horse is different on where this point is, and that's why all of our client horses are here, is to get that way down. But once your horse gets to a point of whatever the stress and worry is, it's going to come out, right? Scout can't fake it and go, oh, hey West, I see you're doing a video and I don't want to have this big meltdown on camera. You know, I don't want the other horses to laugh at me that I couldn't handle it. No, he can't fake it. As that pressure increases, it gets to a point and his instincts will take over. And that will trigger into self-preservation, into life safety. And Mother Nature's law about that says, when you get to that point, run further, faster. That's how you're going to get safe. So that's what happened. Scout's nervous system just got to a point, boop, the tip over point, right? He couldn't take any more. He tipped over in his mind, meaning he mentally crossed over to the panic. He didn't have any skills, any mental capability. He didn't have enough dendritic connections to stay relaxed. And as that escalation come up, just went to the top and hit panic. And that was the buck and the bolt, right? I mean, he was pulling on me hard with his face. He was like, I'm out of here. This is super dangerous. But as he went through it and then figured out that there was a release, oh, he was able to come out of it. And then, right, we did the same trigger 2 other times on each side, and we didn't hit the bucking and the bolting. We hit a lot of movement, so that's massive progress, right? We're already showing Scout how he can self-regulate. This is called self-regulation. As the pressure comes up, your horse can manage it, and then they'll take it down a little bit. Some more can happen, and they can take it down. Scout just couldn't take it back down. It went up, he just tapped out. He just rang the bell. Boom, panic. Let her rip, whatever, I don't know. It just happens. So this whole brain work, right, these neuro exercises, all of the Restart program is designed to build this neuroplasticity in your horse's mind that they can do this self-regulation. They can find their way out of trouble calmly, effectively, safely. So you saw a good example of that not working. And that's kind of why we grabbed Scout today and used him. We figured we would have some stuff. Because what I can promise you is we take Scout and go all the way through the Restart program, those problems are going to be gone. We could come back and do this process again in, I don't know, a day or two, whatever it takes us to get him kind of through the program. And I bet we'd have 0 issues. So that's what we're here for. Thank you, Scout, for being such a good example of the horse's nervous system and how it operates. And so this was all of the things that mean don't go. Now, I'm not 100% confident in Scout at all. I want you to be 100% confident in your horse. So as you go through this exercise, maybe you have to do it 2, 3, 5 times, 19 times, I don't know. Do it until you and your horse can undeniably own it. Do it with the tarp up here. Right? And I didn't do it with the tarp with him because I didn't have the proper PRCA judges scoring this event, and I would have, not got any points. So I don't want to do that because I just know that would send him over the top. And anyway, get to where you feel you and your horse own it, and you guys know what you have together. That's the whole design of this. You don't know what you have until you have it under pressure. So get it good. Put it under pressure. Falls apart, go back and get it good, put it under pressure. It works, turn the pressure up. It works, turn the pressure up. It works, turn the pressure up. It doesn't work, come back down. Get it good. Pressure. That's how their brain works. That's how they function. And we can get him really conditioned at self-regulating to where he can take care of himself. And when Scout can take care of himself, regardless of the stimulus around him, then he can take care of me. Take care of his owner. Take care of his owner's son or grandson or neighbor or boyfriend or whoever. But right now, Scout can't take care of himself. So therefore, he can't take care of anybody else. So we're working. We'll get Scout there. Like I said, this is like, honestly, so in all honesty, I probably spent 30 minutes with him yesterday, just kind of exploring around to see if I even dared do this with him. And I could feel there was a lot of junk in him, a lot of tension, a lot of little sparky things, but I was like, I think we could get through this without it. You know, I didn't want the bucking. I didn't know that was quite going to happen, but anyway. So Scout was a great teacher. All right, that is your lesson on, we'll see, we're not done. Because I thought about saying don't go, and what did he do? Just like before, he's like, let's go. So Scout obviously needs more work, which he will get in the coming days and weeks ahead. So, all right, see you later.